Good morning, everyone. We are live from Houston, Texas. This is Tuesday, July 17th, and we're at show number 59. It's Tuesday the 17th. It cracks me up. You have to be a fan of the show Psych. Psych went off the air a couple years ago. It was on for like 8 seasons, I think. Totally obsessed with that show. I own the DVDs and I've watched it multiple times all the way through. And one of their episodes was called Tuesday the 17th, and it was a spoof on Friday the 13th. So every time there's a Friday the 13th, we celebrate Tuesday the 17th. I'm probably going to watch that episode sometime today when I'm working on some other stuff. It's going to be fun. Good morning, everybody. Wow, there are a lot of people in the chat room this morning before it started. I started chatting, but I got pulled away. But I'm happy y'all are still here. There was Robin and Diana and Kristen and, oh look, Captain Charles showed up. Captain Sweet Sarah May's here. It's Captain Cheryl's here. She's probably only going to listen. She's probably not going to chat anymore. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Robin, Diana. Okay, yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. It's good to see you. Sweet Sarah May said she didn't get her reminder today. So, well, that's a good thing to remember, y'all. There's something about YouTube. I don't know what it is. I've tried Googling it and asking people. There's something about YouTube that even if you do push the alert button after you subscribe, from time to time, you don't get the alert. So just try to, put your, just try to remember too if it doesn't come up, because I love to see you. I'm glad you all are here. Captain Charles is taking his break with us again, and he didn't get his reminder. Well, I apologize for that. On behalf of YouTube, I don't know why. Good morning, Captain Pam. Captain Pam's in Arizona. Good to see you. Well, the Sahara Sands have descended upon Houston over the weekend, and I don't have to clean the pool because the pool person's here right now. That's where I was. That's why I had to leave the chat room for a little bit just to go say hi. And they're doing a wonderful job. Very appreciative of what they're doing. Oh, Captain Cheryl can chat today because she's stir-frying veggies for lunch. It's very healthy of you, and I'm glad you can chat, Charles. Sounds delicious. Yes, Pam, I automated and delegated the responsibility of keeping the pool clean. And the other thing about it is I'm not really a professional pool cleaner. So she's out there doing things that I wouldn't do. Like she's adjusting the suction on the different scuppers and stuff to make sure that it's actually running as efficiently as possible. And I don't know how to do that. So that's totally worth it. Yeah, so got the pool service out there. I'm very excited about that. My big thing on my to-do list today is I'm going to edit another tips and tricks video. I don't know if you've been following along at home, but I've been trying to put one out every week. So I have a playlist. Go find the playlist on my YouTube channel. You'll see I have some tips and tricks videos that I've been putting out. So hopefully I'll get one out today. I don't know what it's going to be about. Who can say? It'll be a surprise for all of us. Good morning, Ruthie's Crafting Corner. Good to see you. The big thing I have to do today is, you remember that project that's due at the end of the month? I worked on it quite a bit yesterday, and based on my projection of the timing of how much I have left to work on it. It's a man's sweater. I don't know how I'm going to get done. It's the pressure of a deadline. I hate that word deadline, don't you? It's like, yeah, deadline. I think we should call deadlines birthdays. Because you're giving birth to something, aren't you? When you get something finished, isn't it being born? Just call them birthdays. I hate that word deadline. Knowledge is key, Captain Charles. I absolutely agree. The other thing I do have to do is I have to go do my car registration in person because I didn't get it sent in time. Here in, I don't know if it's all Texas, but here in Harris County, you have to have your car inspected. I think it's all of Texas. You have to have it inspected first and get it into the system, and then you can send in your registration. But I found out I can go to the local Kroger and they'll do it right at the customer service desk. So I had it inspected when I took it in for service last week. Now I can go to Kroger and get the new sticker and get it put on so that I'm all legal and official. Oh, Captain Diana says they don't have car inspections in Wyoming. That's the wild, wild west, isn't it? Well, that's not too shabby. I don't think you have speed limits either, do you, Diana? Or did they change that? Oh, Sarah May, no inspections there either. Well, you know, they're testing your, you know, your carbon, you know, they're testing your exhaust to see if it's running efficiently, but they also test like your lights and your windshield wipers and make sure all the blinkers work properly, whether you use them or not. I don't know why people don't use their blinkers. Maybe their blinker fluid is low. All you gotta do is fill up your blinker fluid and they'll work better. Yes, they test for emissions too, Kristen. Dinah, yeah, speed limits and electricity. I thought there was a state up there in that area that didn't have speed limits. Maybe it's Montana, I don't know. I'm sure you do in the cities especially, but you don't have inspections in Florida either, Ruthie? That's very interesting. That's interesting. I lived in Tennessee for a while, and I don't think they had it there either, and the cars were a mess. But it saved that trip to the inspection place. Anyway, so I'm going to go get my car registration done, and then I have to work on that sweater. And while I work on that sweater, I'm going to watch that Psych episode Tuesday the 17th. It's kind of spooky. It's a spoof on Friday the 13th, so there's murder. It takes place in Santa Barbara, which is apparently the murder capital of the world, according to that show. So it'll be fun. So I worked on my master closet of shame. Now, it's not that shameful, but it kind of is. I worked on it a little bit to try to find more balance yesterday, and the furthest I could get is I processed a couple weeks worth of dry cleaning. You know, they come in those plastic bags, and some of them are like, you know, they have twisty ties holding them together in bundles. And so I'm always afraid those twisty ties are going to end up on the floor, and one of those Labradors is going to eat it. So yesterday, in order to find balance in my master closet, I processed dry cleaning, got them all put it, because I have a space for like dress shirts and a space for, you know, my plaid shirts. So I need to get back in there today, and if I can just get a little bit done each day, I'm very confident I'll have more balance. I go in there and I go, what would Goldilocks say if she came in here? And she'd go, this closet has too much. So I have to get it to where she would say, this closet is just right. 10 people here. Hi, 10 people. Welcome. If any of you are new, please subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. Ring that a little alert bell, and you'll be notified most of the time when I go live. And sometimes when I put up a new video. So you never know. It'll be a good test. If you ring the alert bell now, I'm putting up a new video this afternoon. So it'll be a good test whether or not it works for you. I have no idea why it works for some people. Makes no sense to me. Oh, what season is that one? Oh, so Sweet Sarah May, what season is Tuesday the 17th? I don't know. I think it's one of the later seasons because they got to where they were doing more novelty shows. You know, where they were spoofing like Twin Peaks and stuff like that. So, I don't know. As soon as I figure it out, I'll put it in the show comments. That'll take like an hour or two, so I'll put it in there if you want to come back and look. They do rerun Psych on the Hallmark Mystery Channel, but they edit out all the naughty words. It was just a cable TV show, but Hallmark has a whole new level of filtering for their shows, so they get rid of all the naughty words. I've seen it so many times, I know when they bleep something out, but I don't get it. Hey, Julie's here. Hi, Captain Julie. She's late, but she's here. So glad you're here, Captain Julie. It's good to see you. Well, there's a heat wave coming. I know all y'all have been having it more than me, or us here in Houston, but there's one coming, and it's going to be tickling 100 degrees for a week, at least, with no rain. So that's good and bad because it's good that they'll be able to finish the plumbing project they're starting on Monday, hopefully as quickly as possible. And bad because I need to water everything or it's all going to die. I'm not really used to watering until August, so it always takes me off guard. But my tangerines are starting to ripen. They're all about this big. And I'm very excited about my tangerines ripening. And I have an eggplant that's about that long now. So I'm excited about that too. Got to keep them alive. Julie said, please stay in the pool. Well, like I said yesterday, the pool's going to get turned off for a week. So it's going to be more of a swamp. So I'll stay in the swamp that week. Pam's having a monsoon season in Arizona. It's 71% humidity. That must be killer for you, I'm sure. But, you know, I wish it would get down to that here. Yeah, Ruthie, this tangerine tree is my first time with a citrus tree. I'm very excited. My banana is so happy. It's going gangbusters out there. If you've been following me for a while, even before the show started live, my banana grove froze back over the winter, and I thought it was gone. I thought it was a goner, but it grew back thicker than ever. So my banana is alive and well and getting bigger and bigger every day. So hopefully, I've been watching because anytime now it might start putting out some of those fruit blossoms, and I'll put pictures of that up on my Instagram feed. If you want to know what goes on after the show, follow me on Instagram. There's a link in the show description right down there. Push the show more button and you'll see the link to that. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, remember, this will be backwards, but remember I got this set of Swedish dishcloths that are like reusable but disposable. And it's been, I think, 3 weeks since I got those, so I wanted to give you an update. I've been using mine every day in the kitchen as a dishcloth, and I've been putting it in the microwave every day to disinfect it. You know, get it wet, put it in there for 3 minutes. Works well with sponges too. And I tell you what, it's like brand new still. I use it all the time. I use it for so many things. So I'm going to, this brand at least, Skoy, I love their names. I'd give it a 2 thumbs up. It's going really well. So if you want to see that one, I put that one in my Amazon product page, which is also in the show description. There's a link to it. And if you want to check out the set I got, it's a 4-pack, and they're not that big. So check it out. It's holding up. Pam says, is it holding? Pam, it's like brand new still. Even with using it and disinfecting it, I'm not sure it's going to last. I might last forever. They said that each one should replace 15 rolls of paper towels. So I'm very excited about that. I got mine off Amazon, Maggie. Hey, Maggie, it's good to see you. Captain Maggie's here. Yeah, I got them off Amazon. So Maggie, if you click in the show description, the little words that say show more, and there's a link to my products I've mentioned, I think is what I called the link. And it's right on there, so you can click on that. And you can also see, click around on Amazon and see what else is available, because they come in different sizes and with different patterns on them. Some of them are very ornate. They're quite pretty. I like them a lot. Yeah, so 2 thumbs up for the Swedish dishcloths. I think Stitchin' Out Loud is the one that turned us on to that. So thank you, Stitchin', if you're listening. I don't think you're here today, but thank you for turning us on to that. 12 people here, 7 thumbs up. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's my plan for the day. I got my daily chores done as early as I could because the pool person was coming. Doggies are in daycare. I'm free. So I could work on my sweater and watch Psych all afternoon. That's really the biggest plan, because the sweater isn't getting done as fast as, it's a man's sweater and they always take so much longer because they're so much bigger. So we'll see. Maggie says, is it better than crochet? I knit or crochet a bunch and use them for a day or two before throwing them in the laundry. Well, Maggie, the only difference is they're smooth. The big thing is have you ever used a chamois to wash your, to dry your car off? You get a chamois wet. They called them tiger skins for a while, I think. And then you pull them across the wet car and it makes it spot free. That's the only biggest difference I can say is this: when you wring it really, really almost dry and then you wipe it across your counters, you get this perfectly crystal spot free finish without using any chemicals. That's the only difference I can think. I do also have knit and crochet dishcloths that I use, or have used in the past. And those are good because they're all nubby, so they're good for scrubbing, aren't they? Captain Charles is behind on the conversation. Well, we were talking about you the entire time, Charles, so you'll have to go back and listen. Captain Maggie's going on vacation next week. Have a lot of fun, Captain Maggie. Now, and just a heads up, for those of you that are coming every day and watching the show, which I love, I appreciate it so much, is it could be a little dicey next week with the plumbers because they're literally digging up the yard and stuff. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm fully planning on being here every day. But if I'm not, don't panic. I promise I'll give you an explanation the following day. Or maybe I'll go live at a different time, maybe in the afternoon or something, you know, if I have to. So just ring that notification bell and you'll know when I go live, because I hate to miss out. This is the highlight of my day. I love it. So anyway, okay, folks, well, you know, just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything. Maggie's going on vacation. Let's all be jealous of Maggie for a while. I wish I would go on vacation. I wish it weren't 100 degrees. Okay, say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, no matter how hot it is, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. Okay, I love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central in the United States. Bye-bye.